A shootout with police ending in a fiery crash, one suspect dead. What we know about this deadly incident that happened earlier this week in downtown.
And another incident of a dog injuring someone in the Alamo City. The condition of the little girl bitten and what her family is saying this morning on GMSA.
And as we take a look outside with live cam, plenty of cloud cover right now, but record challenging warmth in the forecast this afternoon. We'll get you a look at those details in a bit.
9 a.m., 68 degrees on your Saturday, February 8th. Not really feeling like our typical February this week.
A lot of people I know are going to get ready to head outdoors because it is going to be a warm one. I don't know if the pool in my neighborhood is open, but
gosh, a pool would be nice today, Mia.
Honestly, it is pool weather. It is flip-flop weather, short sleeve weather, all of it today. Not so much into the upcoming week because we will start to see some changes work in with a cool front tomorrow. But if you like that late spring, early summer-like feel today, is going to be for you. We've got the humidity in place as well, so you can feel that mugginess. You can also just kind of see it when you look outside with live cam. Plenty of cloud cover to kickstart this Saturday. We're in the upper 60s here in San Antonio as well as New Braunfels. 70 degrees now in Seguin. Still 64 in Bernie, 68 the current temperature in Kerrville. We have seen a little bit of a breeze out there through the overnight and early this morning. Generally into this afternoon, I think winds will be sustained out of the south at about 5 to 15 miles per hour. By lunchtime, we're already starting to see some of this morning cloud cover break up, more sunshine returning. Notice how that impacts your temperatures. A very warm afternoon expected. We've got a forecast temperature near 79 expected for any lunchtime plans at noon. The record high for today, 88. Our forecast high is 88. So if that verifies, it will tie the existing record that was set back in 2017. Still warm for any Saturday evening plans. Temperatures falling into and through the low 80s, eventually into the 70s after the sun goes down. So that's going to be the big story today. However, we will start to see those changes work in throughout the day tomorrow. It will be another warm and muggy start to your Sunday, but a cool front is going to slip through south central Texas gradually throughout the day, allowing for some cooler and briefly drier air to move in as well. Now, along with some of those cooler temperatures returning into next week, we also have a few rain chances back in the forecast, generally light in nature, but I'll time that out for you and get you a look at all those details coming up in just a bit.
Mia, thank you. It was a chaotic scene in the middle of the day earlier this week that interrupted rush hour traffic. This happening on Thursday, but this morning we're learning more information about the shooting and the crash that happened just outside of City Hall.
This morning, the medical examiner says 19-year-old Nathaniel Moreno was shot and killed by San Antonio police officers. Another man is in the hospital, and police say both were inside a stolen car that officers tried to stop Thursday afternoon near Flores and West Commerce. They say the driver sped towards the officers, who then fired their guns. The car continued down the street, leaving a trail of destruction. It eventually hit a building and burst into flames.
So here's a look at that scene on Friday. Crews were still cleaning up the mess and making repairs up and down West Commerce. Police say their investigation of the shooting and crash continues this morning.
This morning, a 7-year-old little girl is recovering in the hospital after she was bit by a dog. It happened Friday on Jerome Road, just off of Highway 90 on the west side of town. The child was bitten in the face, but is expected to be okay. Now, we did talk to the child's stepfather. He says that the dog involved is a pit bull terrier mix and it belongs to his sister. He adds he is not sure what led to the dog turning on the little girl. San Antonio Animal Care Services picked up the dog, and we are waiting to hear what happens next with those dogs. A measles outbreak is growing in a rural West Texas community. Late last month, 2 children were hospitalized for measles. Now the number of cases has jumped to 14 confirmed and 6 probable cases. This is according to the South Plains Public Health District. None of the people are believed to have been vaccinated, and most of them are children who had close contact with infected individuals. The state says this area has a vaccine rate well below the recommended level. Measles is an airborne disease that can cause fever, cough, runny nose, watery eyes, and a rash of red spots.
Well, NASA's chief is addressing what's being called unease over the Trump administration's push against DEI. Acting NASA Administrator Janet Petro penned an email to staff acknowledging their apprehension. Petro is encouraging workers to embrace the philosophy of Elon Musk's Department of Government Efficiency to maximize efficiencies. NASA recently stopped employees from adding pronouns to their email names, instituted a return to office mandate, and made sweeping buyout offers. Another sticking point for lawmakers and NASA staff is Musk's clear conflict of interest regarding the space energy, since he is the CEO of SpaceX. And millions of people are expected to tune in to the Super Bowl tomorrow, but more than a few of you won't be paying attention to the game.
Yeah, exactly. That's why we watch. A lot of folks are all about the commercials that never fail to entertain year after year. ABC's Will Gans has a look at what you can expect Sunday afternoon.
I can't believe they let us back in this place.
Why?
Hello?
Nobody remembers that.
Oh, we remember, and brands are willing to pay big bucks to recreate that movie magic.
I'll have what she's having.
In fact, companies are paying a record-setting $8 million for just 30 seconds of ad time during the game. That's more than twice what it cost in 2014.
Hey, what happened to Fast Life?
Not today.
What? Are y'all kidding me?
The recipe that we see working year after year, and this year is going to be no different, is humor plus celebrities, in this case, plus nostalgia. It's a really winning combo. And what's interesting about nostalgia is that it's a safe place to go in a moment when the country feels really divided.
Which is why Starbucks is serving up retro coffee shop vibes.
Hello again.
And Budweiser is bringing back the Clydesdales.
So, a horse walks into a bar, and
what? But this year's biggest theme
is celebs on celebs on celebs on celebs. So this is a trend that kicked off 4 or 5 years ago, and it's brands not working with just 1 or 2 celebrities, but think of it almost like ensemble casts. And it's really just to be able to try to reach the broadest audience possible.
I love them.
Read the sign, Bunny.
You're gonna get us kicked out.
So?
That's better.
According to commercial tracker iSpot, only a third of Super Bowl ads featured A-listers in 2010. But now it's a big-name blitz, with more than 70% of ads starring celebrities this year.
Bananas, bananas.
Gentlemen,
What a place you have.
who eats art?
I think you're supposed to say, hey, Meta.
Like, hey, Meta, who eats art? And then Meta would say,
Chris Pratt.
Hey, Meta, call my lawyer.
And commercials featuring multiple celebrity cameos, they're also blooming.
This year, we got a halftime show presented by an apple. In a stadium named after a salad.
It was Will Gans reporting. Coming up, we're giving you a preview of cancer patients and those with alopecia who are getting fitted for wigs, giving them their confidence back.
And we are also going to talk about the forecast after a really warm afternoon today. We've got some cooler weather headed our way after a cool front works through tomorrow. Those details coming up.
This morning, a nonprofit has partnered with Texas Oncology to fit 85 people going through chemotherapy or alopecia.
This is so exciting. Our Devin Karp is live, where this is going to kick off at 10 this morning. And looks like you're already inside, Devin.
Hey, good morning, guys. All right, so we are in the Texas Oncology Center. I want to give you all a quick look at just what's going on now that we're getting set up. Good morning, guys. Take a look at this wig right here. This is just an example of what it's going to look like for some of these patients walking through here, getting fitted for them. There's going to be 85 people coming through today who have either been going through chemotherapy treatments or have alopecia. So now we're getting over here. We just finished up another little haircut. We've also had some people here donating hair for wigs to be made for children in Mexico. Now, this is the nonprofit Ángeles Sin Fronteras. They work with about 500 people across the U.S. and Mexico every year, helping them out. So we're over here set up. People are going to be starting to come in at around 10 a.m., get fitted for their wigs, and they have a lot of customization options, whether they want longer hair, short hair, bangs, no bangs, what color of hair, how they want it to fit. This is all a process that the organizer behind this say is to help give people back their confidence and make them feel just a little bit more normal, even through what can be a very tough battle. So it's an exciting morning for a lot of people here. Coming up, we're going to be speaking with an oncologist about just what these people have been going through and why getting a wig today can be so special. I think it's a pretty good way to spend a Saturday morning, get your confidence back. It's going to be exciting. For now, I'll send it back to y'all. Devin Karp, KSAT 12 News.
Devin, thank you so much. That is, I mean, when you look good, you feel good.
Yeah.
It is a nice little confidence boost.
And the sun will come out, maybe also make them just a great day for them.
Yes, a little bit more of a cheery look out there later on today when it comes to at least the aesthetic of the sky, because yes, it is kind of gray out there right now, and we will see more blue skies take back over, especially by the early afternoon hours. But what that's going to do for us, just allow those high temperatures to soar into the upper 80s, record challenging warmth in the forecast today. Then we start to see some changes work in tomorrow. It is still going to be warm and muggy first thing Sunday morning, mid-60s expected here in San Antonio. But as we see a weak cool front work in throughout the day, that's going to drop our high temperatures by about 15 degrees here in San Antonio tomorrow, closer to 71 in the Alamo City, with drier air briefly working in as well, just in time for any Super Bowl watching plans that you may have tomorrow evening as well. Before we can get there, let's time out today, though. Notice by lunchtime, we're starting to see some sunshine return. Temperatures in the upper 70s, close to 80 degrees already around midday. Mostly sunny to sunny skies expected this afternoon. 86 degrees by 3 o'clock, 88 your forecast high temperature in San Antonio. Still expecting clear skies around dinner time. Mid 70s already by 8 p.m. We'll gradually start to see those temperatures fall into the low 70s later on tonight. Here's a look at your high temperatures across the San Antonio metro. Mid to upper 80s looking to be the theme across northern Bexar County up into the hill country. Along and south of Highway 90, though, we could see high temperatures touch the 90-degree mark later on today. So feeling more like late May instead of early February here in San Antonio. But if that is too warm for you for this time of year, I know the past several days have been very spring-like and warmer than average. Here come those changes by tomorrow. Look at your high temperatures for Sunday afternoon. Kind of a mixed bag, a wide variation of temperatures just depending on where you are because of this slow moving cold front. So I think by tomorrow afternoon across the hill country, upper 60s and low 70s look to be a good bet. However, the farther south that you go, while not as warm as what we're expecting today, it will be noticeably warmer than the northern reaches of our area, with highs in the mid to upper 70s expected. Here comes that front right now. You can see it's already moving into the Texas Panhandle thanks to this area of low pressure pushing across the state of Oklahoma. That's going to continue to work eastward here again over the next 36 hours. We'll see that front drop into our neck of the woods tomorrow. After that, we are still expecting cooler weather to stick around through the vast majority of the upcoming work week. That's going to be thanks to a few different reinforcing pushes of cooler air. The first one arriving Tuesday and into Wednesday. The second one arriving by Thursday. Notice how that impacts your high temperatures. Again, this afternoon looks to be the warmest one by far over the next week. We're in the low 70s tomorrow, closer to 60 degrees on Monday, and then still holding on to those 60s each and every afternoon, maybe a few 50s here and there, especially Monday and Thursday, but overall closer to the average high for this time of year. What about rain? Generally light, but a few isolated rain chances back in the forecast starting on Monday, a 20% chance there, a 30% potential by Tuesday and into Wednesday. For south central Texas, as of right now, I'm seeing about 1/4 of an inch for many locations, upwards of 1/2 of an inch certainly possible for a few lucky folks. Some of the heavier rainfall totals, though, well to our east of the state of Texas, across portions of the deep south and closer to the Appalachian Mountains. In the meantime, though, yes, we will see the sunshine. It'll be beautiful out there this afternoon, just not feeling like February. But don't worry, that cooler air just around the corner to where you will want the light jacket, especially by Monday morning, upper 40s in the forecast.
Carry that umbrella all week.
Yes, the jacket returning, the umbrella returning. But for today, short sleeves, yeah, all the things.
All right, thanks, Mia. Time right now, 9:17, 69 degrees out there this Saturday.
Coming up, we have a new face joining us. We're going to introduce you to Ernie Zuniga, but he is a familiar face to the San Antonio community. We're excited about Ernie. Hear what he has to say about joining the KSAT team. We come back. You haven't heard the news, a new face, but not a new face in the San Antonio community, joining our KSAT 12 team soon, and he's someone you probably know from just being in San Antonio for like 25 years.
We are so thrilled to welcome back Ernie Zuniga back to local media as our newest community-based journalist. Myra Arthur got a chance to chat with him for a little bit about his comeback. Take a look.
I know, I can't wait.
Thanks to come.
Thank you, Myra.
Ernie, where you been?
All over the place. It's great to be here.
You're back.
I guess so. It's really surreal because in a way I tell people I feel like I haven't really been gone, if you will. I mean, not on the air every day like once upon a time, but I try to stay active. And the day I signed off, almost 2 years ago, I looked right in the camera and I said, I'm going to keep telling stories and I'm going to find a camera and I'm not leaving San Antonio. So whatever that means, I was making a lot of it up as I went along. And lo and behold, here I am with you today.
So why come back to news? Why is that something that you missed?
It's all I've ever done. It sounds cliche. I did a career day the other day and I was telling the kids, I was 10 years old when I first picked up a microphone. I remember that day, what that sounded like, what that felt like. And I had my first show I had in high school. I've said it publicly, I missed it. To be sitting in this studio right now is quite frankly surreal, but I'm really looking forward to getting back again with that new appreciation, like you said, and to be able to do things that KSAT does so well. My neighborhood and literally getting out of here, right? This is great.
Yeah.
But sometimes you just gotta get out.
But it's a totally different vibe when you do.
Right.
It is a different experience.
Right. But when you combine that with the Fiesta stuff and the high school football and just the different things, now the digital stuff and everything as a whole, it's an exciting time for me to be here.
Well, you're a name people know, you're a face people trust. We're happy to have you on our team.
It's an honor to be here. I look forward to many more conversations with you and Steve and the rest of the crew. I've admired from afar and now I can admire here in the building.
Welcome, Ernie.
Thank you, Myra.
We're happy to have you.
Thank you so much.
Yes, welcome Ernie. So excited to have him joining our KSAT team. And like we said, a trusted face out in the community already. So it feels like just having our neighbor come on over and hang out with us.
Yeah, everything I've heard from everybody that knows him is he's a very nice person. So very genuine.
All right, it is 9:23, 69 degrees. We'll be right back. Well, today, after the episode, on a new episode of Texas Eats, David Elder demos some last-minute game day snack hacks for the whole family. I am so hungry.
Take a look.
What's this scenario? You ready? 3 hours before the big party that you have going on before the big game, okay? You got to call the audible. You're 4-1. You don't have anything set up. All right, so you got to think on your feet. You got to think on your toes. That's what we've got you set up for right here. This is going to be stuff that you could find at your local HEB, and a lot of this is already pre-made, and we're going to kick it up to the next level. We're taking it there. We're getting that rookie that's coming out hot, right? Bam, right there, APCO products. And we're going to be putting this into all these different pre-made items to take it to that next level of flavor. And the first thing that we're going to do right now, right here, jalapeno poppers. Who doesn't love jalapeno poppers, right? Everybody loves them.
Oh yeah.
Right, for sure. All right, now when you get them from HEB, you can get them already wrapped. Jalapenos, cream cheese, bacon.
Patty, my husband and I went to HEB yesterday, and I was like, we are going to get all of their snacks, all of the brisket queso that HEB does.
So good.
Because they run out.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
No, but I'm saying you have to go get it
Yes. I got to go after the show.
Yeah, go get all of your HEB stuff now. Do not wait till Sunday. Okay, it's 9:27 and 69 degrees.
Fighting cancer in style. Devin Karp speaks with the leader of a group giving free wigs to local cancer patients. Coming up.
I-35 downtown, a site of some major slowdowns due to a new massive construction project. We're going to be giving you a preview and how long it actually takes during prime backup time to get through it. Good morning. It's 9:31 on your Saturday, February 8th. Not feeling like February outside. It's pretty warm.
It is warm.
Yeah, let's hope a lot of people are making plans to get out, but make sure you take water.
Yes, just because, I mean, it's kind of, I know the past couple of days have been warmer than average, but it's kind of a shock to the system if you're not paying attention. You're just like, oh, it's February. No, we're going to be close to 90 degrees later on this afternoon with more sunshine returning, but we do have changes that work in tomorrow with the cool front. So a little bit of something for everybody over the next couple of days. Something else that I did want to show you, today's pollen count that we do have in. Similar to yesterday, molds and mountain cedar are still in the moderate category, so not great news as we kickstart the weekend here. Elm and ash also reappear in today's pollen count. They are both low at 10. All right, let's talk about current conditions outside right now. In the upper 60s here in San Antonio, same in Kerrville, Hondo, Pleasanton, 70 degrees now out east in Gonzales, at 72 in New Braunfels. Good morning to you. 72 as well in Cotulla, 73 over in Laredo. It has been a warmer than average start to this Saturday, and it will be warmer than average later on this afternoon by a large margin. Our average high is in the mid 60s. We're going to be in the mid to upper 80s here in San Antonio. Low 90s possible along and south of the Highway 90 corridor. All of this morning cloud cover that we have in place right now, it is going to break up, scatter out starting around lunchtime. More sunshine returning later on today. That is what's going to help those high temperatures skyrocket. But here come those changes. By tomorrow, another warm and muggy start, mid-60s first thing tomorrow morning around sunrise. Then we see a cool front move into south central Texas. It's going to be gradual, slow moving throughout the day, but high temperatures already much cooler than what we're expecting to see today. Low 70s for your Sunday afternoon in San Antonio. Then here comes the cloud cover, even more so early next week. Cooler air kickstarts the upcoming week as well. We also have a few isolated rain chances back in the forecast. So we'll get you a look at all those details, time it out a bit more coming up in just a few.
Mia, thank you. And we've been telling you guys about this all morning. A really special event that helps those going through chemotherapy or alopecia get their confidence back with these special wig fittings that's happening this morning.
Yeah, Devin Karp is out right now live to tell us about the event that starts in just about 30 minutes.
Hey, good morning, guys. It is a great Saturday here at Texas Oncology. We are getting started here. Check out all of these volunteers with the nonprofit getting ready behind me to start everything happening this morning. Here to tell me a little bit more about it. Good morning, doctor. Would you mind introducing yourself?
Yes, I am Dr. Emily Daponte, a medical oncologist here at Texas Oncology.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for having us here this morning. So these are patients that you have been helping through months and months as they're going through treatment. How excited are you that they're here today being able to get fitted for some awesome wigs?
It is very exciting because as an oncologist, I help them treat their cancer, but I also understand the importance of feeling good about ourselves and how these type of events can bring joy, which is very important when you're going through difficult times.
Yeah, talk to me about that because, you know, having that extra confidence boost, being able to come in, walk with a smile, feeling good about yourself, that helps out with your treatment and what battles you have to face so much, right?
Yes, yes. Especially since many times chemotherapy can, you can lose your hair. It can give you some other side effects like nausea and vomiting. So it's good to have this type of activities to at least help these patients feel better, look better, and just, again, find joy.
Awesome. So I know there's 85 people here today that have been doing this. How long have y'all been getting ready for this? This is a pretty exciting Saturday morning.
We've been getting ready for this for months now with the help of our Texas Oncology team and also Ángeles Sin Fronteras, created by Teresita, who is the person who jump-started all this.
Yeah, that's awesome to see. So would you guys want to do something like this maybe again in the future, depending on everything goes today?
Definitely, yes, definitely. We would love to have them here again, helping our patients.
Fantastic. Well, doctor, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it this morning. I'll let you get back to mingling with some of these patients ahead of time. This is all going to be kicking off at 10 a.m. this morning. We're going to have more for you in the full story tonight, coming up for the news at 5 and 10 o'clock. I'll go ahead and I'll send it back to y'all. Devin Karp, KSAT 12 News.
All right, thanks, Devin. Well, a reminder for you on the roads this month, if you drive anywhere across the Alamo City, you are likely going to run into some construction. The latest project started this week is in downtown, just past the fine silver curve. Crews closed 3 main lanes off of I-35 South between Martin and Cesar Chavez for joint repairs. Now, it's caused a major backup, not only for I-35, but also for drivers coming in from Woodlawn on I-10. Drivers are frustrated about these latest delays.
Just traffic everywhere. It's I don't know why it took so long to try to expand the highway or something with all the new people coming in and out. So it's just, every day it's just a hassle.
McCowan says he drives through this area to get to school. He moved here about 5 years ago.
I usually see the backup around, because I have a class at 6, so around like 4:30 and on and stuff. I guess it's just rush hour, people getting out, but it's like a standstill almost. Makes me feel like I'm back in LA.
We have some bad news. It's not going to get any better anytime soon. This work is expected to last until the end of this month.
This week, students from multiple school districts walked out of class, largely in protest of the Trump administration's immigration crackdown.
One demonstration took place in front of City Hall on Wednesday. Hundreds of students marched from Hemisphere Yanawana Gardens to City Hall, holding signs and chanting slogans against mass deportations.
This protest is not just about one movement or one law. It is about demanding a world where no child has to sit in a classroom wondering if they'll lose everything.
Us as a young generation, we want to make sure we are heard and that we are understood because, I mean, this is important. This is our future.
Students said they were also protesting for education reform, LGBTQ+ rights, and abortion rights.
A Border Patrol chief slamming what he calls rumors about agents checking students' immigration statuses on school buses. This comes after Alice ISD, that's just west of Corpus Christi, posted a letter warning students about that possibility. In a now deleted Facebook post, Alice ISD told parents that Border Patrol agents may board buses and ask students traveling to extracurricular activities to show proof of legal status. And if they didn't, they could be detained. So Alice is 40 miles west of Corpus Christi. U.S. Border Patrol Chief Mike Banks stated that agents are not going to target school buses and children, calling it absurd. All right, it's 9:39 and it's 69 degrees.
He's the youngest pro mariachi in the world, and he's playing tonight. As a live will introduce us to Mateo Lopez and Mariachi Campanas de America in just a bit.
And for any weekend plans, expect warmer than average conditions into this afternoon, but changes arriving starting tomorrow with the cool front. We'll get you a look at those details coming up.
Okay, it is warm today. It would be a good pool day.
It would be a good pool day. High temperatures ranging from the upper 80s here in San Antonio to even a few low 90s, especially southwest of San Antonio. It is a pool day, that is for sure. Short sleeve weather. So that's the thing. If you're stepping out this morning, you will not need the jacket. We've got dew points, which is how we measure the moisture in the atmosphere, in the 60s across the board. It is muggy, and you can feel that moisture out there. We have the cloud cover in place as well. That humidity is not going anywhere today. Notice by 5 p.m. later on this afternoon, dew points are still in the 60s for much of south central Texas. I think it will be another warm and muggy start for many of us first thing tomorrow morning. So something to keep in mind for any church service plans, breakfast plans. But then we will start to see some drier air move in from the north throughout the day, just in time for the Super Bowl. A little bit more comfortable out there thanks to a cool front that's going to be pushing through the region throughout our Sunday. Very gradual, very slow moving, but nonetheless it will impact our humidity briefly tomorrow and also send in some cooler air before the weekend is over. So let's go ahead and time it out. Look at all that cloud cover that we have in place right now because of the moisture, humidity at 87%. Visibility, no issues. You really didn't see any patchy dense fog develop overnight because of a little bit of a breeze that we had in place. Temperatures starting to warm up, been very steady this morning thanks to the fact that we do have that cloud cover in the works. But as we start to see more sunshine take back over, especially by lunchtime, that's going to help temperatures crank up very, very quickly. We'll be near 80 degrees around midday. Mostly sunny to sunny skies expected this afternoon. 86 the forecast temperature around 3 o'clock, 88 the forecast high. The existing record high for today is 88 that was set back in 2017. So if that verifies, we will tie the existing record. So we'll be keeping very close tabs on that this afternoon for sure. And then if you're stepping out for any Saturday evening plans, we'll start to see those temperatures fall into the 70s after dinner time. Some of the cloud cover starting to build back in later on tonight. Here come those changes though. Average high for this time of year, 66. We'll still be above that tomorrow here in San Antonio. A forecast high temperature near 71, still much cooler than what we're expected to see out there today. We'll be slightly below average. That's what it's looking like on Monday. A high temperature near 60 as we see a few different reinforcing pushes of some cooler air work in throughout the upcoming work week. That is going to hold high temperatures at bay, more to the tune of the 60s in the afternoon. So this afternoon is looking to be the warmest one over the next week or so. What about rain? We've got a low pressure system, again, what's going to drop that initial front through our area tomorrow off to our north. Here's a high pressure system at the surface off to our east. That's what's allowing this Gulf moisture to sweep in from the south. Also some snow working across the northern tier of the lower 48. That's where temperatures are definitely cold enough to support that this morning. Near or below freezing for places like Chicago, Detroit, even back over to Minneapolis. We do not have that problem here in San Antonio. We'll see that low pressure system work eastward here over the next 36 hours. Here's that initial front that moves through tomorrow. No rain expected with that one. However, as we start to see the humidity quickly return by Monday, Tuesday, and into Wednesday, it's another disturbance that's going to develop and move eastward as well during that time frame that's going to allow for a few different pushes of some of that cooler air to move into the area. And as that happens, you combine that with some of the moisture in place, that's when we'll introduce a few isolated rain chances back into the forecast starting on Monday. We've got it at about a 20% potential, closer to a 30% chance by Tuesday and Wednesday. Again, rainfall totals not looking too impressive as of right now. Currently looking like a quarter to half of an inch possible. Higher totals northeast of South Central Texas. Still, though, details will need to be fine-tuned on that before all is said and done. So continue to check back in. In the meantime, spring-like weather, if you like it, today's for you. February-like weather. This upcoming week, that's going to be more your jam, I think.
So, you know, we've had like a lot of days that it's been warm. I wonder for real if the pool water will be warmer, because most of the time, you know, when you have a day here and there that's hot,
it's not.
The water has not had time to, you know, change and to warm up. So I will test it.
Let us know.
82 degrees, that's what we want. Thank you, Mia.
Yeah.
9:47, 69 degrees. He's the world's youngest mariachi professional, and you can watch him perform on SA Live today. We're going to introduce you to Mateo Lopez. That's next.
Love is in the air this month, and if you're looking to hear some beautiful mariachi music, this weekend is a perfect early Valentine's Day outing. Joining me now, we've got the Guinness Book World Record holder, Mateo Lopez, for the youngest professional mariachi in the house today with us, along with Liz Longoria with Our Lady of the Lake University, and Juan B. Ortiz, the director and co-founder for Campanas de America. Welcome. Welcome, everybody.
Thank you.
So this is a great concert happening this weekend. And Mateo, how many of these have you done?
I have done about 6, and my first one actually got me my Guinness Book of World Record, all thanks to Liz.
Wow. Ooh. So it all started pretty much, or this is part of the beginning, right, of your success, which we know will continue on, and you keep doing great things. And I have to show the medal here, because if you don't know, Mateo is the Grand Marshal for the Flambeau Parade. Yes, I'm trying to hit the button. See, it lights up. It lights up too. Perfect. So let's talk about the concert. Why is it special to you, Mateo?
This concert is special to me because like I said, this was not one of my first performances. This was like my first performance.
Wow. Yeah, so Our Lady of the Lake University, you guys have a great partnership and y'all have always backed Mateo. Let's talk more about the concert, Liz.
So the concert's going to take place this Saturday, February the 8th at 7 p.m. We're almost sold out, so that's really good. And Juan can actually give you a little bit more information
on why it's important.
On why it's important.
Well, Our Lady of the Lake has sponsored us now for 20 years. We've been performing, and this has become a tradition now in the community. And Belle is we do this in remembrance of Belle because she was co-founder with Campanas de America. She's a graduate of Our Lady of the Lake University as well. So it's more beautiful. When you say love, cuando dices amor, es más bonito en español.
Oh, yes.
This
sounds better.
So for Campanas de America, thanks to Liz, Our Lady of the Lake University, Mateo giving us the opportunity to accompany him. It's really been something that has become part of the community, and it's now a tradition.
And it's so nice that you have Mateo with you. And what do you have to say about his success? Because I know this is what you've been doing for years.
Yes, Campanas will be celebrating 47 years. It's now become a part of the UIL contest. It's been a part now that students and schools and classes can go and get a school rating. And it's all become part of what is now the Mariachi educational programs all over the world.
That's beautiful. And the money goes to a good cause, right, Liz?
Yes, it's actually going to Theory Auditorium's renovation. We have a beautiful auditorium and we want to make it even better for everybody to enjoy.
Beautiful. Well, thank you so much. And we are in luck today because we are going to get a little sneak peek performance.
my gosh. I was just saying, his voice just gives you chills.
Yes, I got the
love it. Beautiful. Thank you.
SA Live airs weekdays at 10 a.m. on KSAT 12. Scan the QR code right there for more arts, culture, food, and fun.
It's 9:56, 69 degrees. We'll be right.
All right, very warm this afternoon. High temperatures in the upper 80s, record challenging. We see changes move in tomorrow with a few isolated rain chances and cooler weather into next week.
If you're out today, make sure you take pictures and share them with KSAT Connect. We want to see what you're doing out on this beautiful day.
Hey, Tech Seats is next.